Wow. Thanks very much. It's nice to be here. Watching TV, I have so many movies. So many movies that I own. I have Netflix, and I have On Demand. I love Netflix. Oh, I love Netflix. Chief reason of all, they brought Blockbuster to its knees. Rot in hell, Blockbuster. Rot in hell. Rot in hell, Blockbuster. With your outrageous late fees, your surly sales staff, and your criminally loose definition of new releases. Why is this a new release? Because it's in color? It's Braveheart, goddammit. I didn't even know Mel Gibson hated Jews when this movie came out. Hate Blockbuster. Love to see a Blockbuster that went out of business. It warms my heart. I drive by. You can always tell which store used to be a Blockbuster because it's empty and they've taken the sign down, but it still spells out Blockbuster in filth. They didn't save enough money to power wash the grime that was behind the sign, so it still says, and it's so appropriate. Ugh, rotten hell. First of all, how did they go out of business with my $60,000 in late fees? Would you gamble it away? I hate them. I hate them. Oh, they were such hypocrites. They wouldn't rent you porn, but they would rape you with late fees. They had no problem sodomizing you with late fees. I can remember bringing in a movie and just being like so embarrassed, like, it's been a while, what do I owe you? And the little jerk, he was like, oh no, that's all set. It's like, really? Yeah, keep it. Some sort of amnesty declared or something like that? You want me to keep this? Oh yeah, we already charged $88 to your Visa. You own New Jack City for the rest of your life. Yeah. A movie that you couldn't bring yourself to watch in 6 weeks. Every time you move, you're gonna have to pack up, and that'll be a reminder as to what an irresponsible loser you are. Yeah. You own New Jack City on VHS for the rest of your life. Ugh. I feel that it was the red envelope that is Netflix that brought Blockbuster to its knees. Netflix I love, but only instant. I don't really want the discs in the envelope anymore. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to go all the way to the mailbox, open up an envelope, take a disc out of the sleeve, open up my DVD player, put the disc in there, change the source on the TV. What am I, a migrant farm worker? I didn't come here to pick peaches. I just want to watch Total Recall. My goodness, I love Netflix. Although it does cause me a great deal of anxiety because I feel like I should always be watching movies. Because the more movies you watch, the less it costs per movie. There's like that buffet mentality. You know how when you go to a buffet, you figure out how much it costs, and you're like, all right, I'm not losing to the buffet this time. I'm gonna beat the buffet. Because the more movies you watch, the less money it costs per movie. So in this economy, if you're not watching a movie, you're losing money. I have like 236 movies on my queue, and I feel like I should always be watching movies. Like if I wake up in the middle of the night and I don't fall directly back to sleep, I'm like, I've been up for an hour and a half. I could have watched Toy Story 3 by now. This in this economy, it is a sin to not be watching a movie when you have Netflix. And I just keep adding more and more movies, and I don't watch enough of them because so many of them are depressing documentaries. And that's my fault because I gave Food Inc. 5 stars. And it deserved all 5 of those stars, but it's a very depressing documentary. And now Netflix recommends similar documentaries. Like Netflix feels that my genre is animal cruelty. For instance, I've had one movie in my queue for 14 months now. It's called The Cove. Exactly. That's the exact reaction to even hearing the name of this movie. Because if you don't know, it's about dolphin slaughter. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either, but it sounds hysterical. Dolphin slaughter? I am unequivocally more understanding of manslaughter. Right? There could be a situation where the guy had it coming. He was talking shit. But a dolphin cannot talk shit. A dolphin can't frown. A dolphin can only give you the most beautiful, sweet smile. And he's being slaughtered. All a dolphin wants to do is jump through hoops, defuse torpedoes, and rescue fatigued swimmers. And they're slaughtering them. And Netflix feels this is the ideal recommendation. It's a top picks for Gary. I'm Gary. Netflix recommends The Cove. Oh, thanks. Yeah, we think you'll like The Cove, based on your interest in Hotel Rwanda and Flipper. You like Schindler's List and Finding Nemo. Free Willy and the Killing Fields. The Cove is right up your alley. I think you're really going to enjoy The Cove. Netflix, are you kidding me?
So I was fired, but I was triumphant because now I was embarking on my dream job. I was going to be a professional stand-up comedian. Cut to 1994. The stand-up comedy boom has gone stand-up comedy bust. No one wants to see stand-up comedy anymore. It's not on TV anymore. All the clubs have closed down. All the bars have taken the microphones out of the corners. I had no work. I had no prospects of work. And I thought, okay, well, if I'm going to start struggling again, I might as well do it someplace warm. So I moved to Los Angeles, where I did not know a soul, and I very quickly burned through my stake of $200. And I knew what I had to do, but I didn't want to do it. I knew I had to get a day job again. I knew this was going to be tough because I had already burned through all of my retail goodwill. Because you start out retail thinking you like people, but then very quickly you see the true ugly face of humanity. You stay at a retail job for too long, and you start talking to customers like this. Yeah, sir, I already told you, it's in aisle 3. I can't pick you up and carry you over there. That's poor service. So I'd passed that point a long time ago, right? Then layer onto that, I'd had a taste of doing what I wanted to do for a living. That was taken away from me. So now I was so full of self-loathing, I had to direct it outward at the world. Surely this is someone else's fault. So I got a job at another video store, arrived there bitter, got a job at a video store, sitting there, back behind a counter, full of self-loathing, making it other people's problem. Just couldn't make this fun for myself anymore. So I started stealing. That really livened things up at the old workplace. Worked like a charm. I stole videotapes. I prided myself at the time that I only stole merchandise. I did not steal money from the register. I was no common thief, you see. I was a gentleman bandit. Stealing these wares and giving them to my friends. And it was all to get back at this store who had committed the sin of hiring me, right? So whenever I'd be at work and I was feeling bitter, I'd like steal a videotape, like, that's what you get, video store. That'll teach you. So time passes, I'm not getting any less bitter, and I'm also not getting caught. So eventually, I'm stealing 2 to 3 videos a shift. Every time I walked into that store, I would walk out with a few movies, right? I would get there 5 minutes early for work, and I'd walk up and down the aisles. I was shopping, just like everybody else. It's like, what it looks good to me tonight? What looks bad? Who cares? You cannot beat the price. So my girlfriend at the time was becoming very concerned that I was going to get caught as the stack on the coffee table was growing higher and higher. She said, I don't know, this is bad. You're gonna get caught. And I said, honey, you don't understand. This is all taken care of. And in my mind it was, because one day I'd overheard two of my colleagues talking, and the one said to the other, well, you know, they expect you to steal in retail. That's why they pay you so little. This is all my bitter ears needed to hear. Oh, I didn't realize there was an arrangement. I have been woefully lax in upholding my end of the bargain. Allow me to rectify this toot sweet. So I say to my girlfriend, honey, don't you know about the arrangement in retail? They expect you to steal, that's why they pay you so little. I got this all figured out. If they catch me, it's no big deal. Here's what's gonna happen. Let's role play it. You be the manager, I'll be me. She says, we know you've been stealing videotapes. I say, oh, I will not work for any company who accuses me of being a thief. You may consider this my resignation. I'm out of there. They get rid of the guy who's stealing stuff. I get to save face. It's all part of the arrangement. A year goes by. I am doing this for a year. One day the manager calls me into his office. Have a seat. We know you've been stealing videotapes. Ah, the moment has been prepared for. I knew exactly what to do. Now, admittedly, I was not expecting this to happen today, so it was a little off my game. I did not go into my plan right away. I had to improvise in the moment. So what I did was, I immediately broke eye contact. And I sent a hot rush of blood to my face and ears. Because that's when I remembered that stealing is wrong. All the time. I couldn't justify this in any way. I did not have a bunch of babies at home who ate videotapes. I was just mad because I had to have a job. Certainly it's not part of any business model, right? There's no one that starts a business that says, what do we do if people steal from us? I don't know, pay them less? Ooh, you're good at business. So as the manager watched, I was made to write and sign a confession. This is some classic getting yelled at stuff. I might as well be in my Catholic school uniform, right? Dear video store, I am heartily sorry for having offended thee. Please don't be mad, I want to go to heaven. So I turn to my confession, and I go to leave, and then I am just bombarded by all these thoughts. You know, what am I doing with my life? I wanted to do stand-up comedy, now I'm being fired for stealing from a place. Who am I? What am I doing? What is happening? So as I'm having this existential crisis, the manager says, and hey, don't ever come back. I think I got it. I think when I was writing out, I stole stuff from here, it dawned on me I was probably not welcome back anytime soon. Believe me, I will not be showing up here in a week's time. Well, I'm assuming that's all blown over. What's up? It's me, the guy who got fired for stealing stuff from here. Anything good in new releases? Keep an eye on me.
Sports. I think sports are way too important to people in America. Holy shit, it's like the new opiate of the masses. It just keeps people from realizing how fucked they actually are, you know? Let's face it, if you couldn't get drunk and paint yourself orange and brown every Sunday, you might realize, shit, I live in Cleveland. How the fuck did this happen? How did I end up in this frozen shithole? I mean, it's a nice place. I forgot that people from Cleveland will actually watch this. But I mean, it's cold and gray. You look around at your family and your shitty little house that you can't afford the payments on anymore, and your big bloated mess of a wife would waddle towards you with her front butt spilling out over her acid wash jeans, and you think, shit, I'm gonna go shoot myself, my pregnant 12-year-old daughter, right in the mullet with a nail gun. But you don't, because you got the big game to look forward to. Why do you think they held steroid hearings in Congress? Steroid hearings? Is that a congressional matter with all the problems in the world? We got to figure out why these baseball players are using. I mean, that's not a congressional matter. Shouldn't they have been figuring out why we sent the entire military into Iraq looking for weapons of mass destruction that turned out to be 2 donkeys in a box full of sparklers? Before we figure out why Barry Bonds' balls seem to be shrinking. Is that really a congressional concern? They want to take batting records away from some of these guys because they used illicit substances. Yeah, but they're entertainers. Who gives a shit? It's not a congressional matter. You know what's also an illicit substance? Crack. Crack cocaine is an illicit substance. No one's taking gold records away from Whitney Houston. So I think this hero worship of the athletes, holy shit, Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps on every commercial, you gotta see him. He seems like a great guy and everything, but he's kind of hard to look at. With that tree trunk neck and that little peanut head of his underbite and those jug handle ears. Like he's on every, I have to turn on the TV and hear him go, he's on every commercial. He was on something for a hotel chain. He's like, I love pillows. I love pillows. Good to have some passions, Michael. I love them. One for each year. He's in a commercial with a Rosetta Stone. That's a language program. It teaches you to speak foreign languages. He looks right in the camera and says he used it. When I learned I was going to Beijing, I thought I better bone up on my Chinese. Fuck. Bone up on it. Like he's already got it down pretty much. Just needs to freshen up a little. Just a refresher. To get that fluency in Chinese back. Like, when I learned. It is impressive that he could swim so fast with that giant underbite. There's no question about it. Seriously, that's got to create some drag, I would think. He's got to be like a sperm whale feeding on krill as he makes his way through the pool. And he seems like he's got all these books out. There's a book called Beneath the Surface. Look, Beneath the Surface, what's in there? What makes them tick? Could you imagine reading that book? I like swimming and pillows and smoking weed. He got so fucked over for that weed smoking, I will say that. That was ridiculous. Holy shit, they caught him smoking weed. They treated him like they caught him shooting heroin into the soft spot of a preemie baby's head, Like, I like baby. It's fucking weed. It sends the wrong signal to children. Yeah, it tells kids you could smoke a little weed and still be the greatest swimmer in the history of mankind. It's not gonna kill you. I like weed. Although, could you imagine the size of the bong hits Michael Phelps must take? Holy shit, talk about bowl-clearing lung capacity. You do not want to be sharing your weed with Michael Phelps. The Olympics. These Olympics were men's synchronized diving. Men's synchronized diving. Who would choose that as their sport? If you can dive, why would you not just be a diver? What's the added appeal? I like diving, but I also like cock. So, in a perfect world, there'd be another guy there in a bikini bottom that I could practice with all the time, just to copy and get exactly right. Watch on tape all the time. That sport couldn't be any gayer if they held it in Clay Aiken's anus, but. China's a fucked up country in the first place. By the way, do we make anything in America anymore? Do we make anything in America besides porn and autistic kids? Holy shit. Everything comes from China, and it's always poison and toxic. Poison toothpaste, poison dog food, toys loaded with lead paint. Loaded with lead paint. Now, in fairness to the Chinese, they may have thought we meant no red paint, but it's still bad. That country is impossible to figure out. You know that the world's tallest man and the world's shortest man live 10 minutes away from each other in China? What kind of fucked up genetics experiments are going on over there? And the world's tallest man was used to save a dolphin's life. A dolphin in the Beijing Zoo ate something like plastic, and they used the world's tallest man to reach into its stomach and pull the plastic out. What kind of mindset? Who would even think of that as an option? What kind of fucking zoologist? They're sitting there with a sick dolphin, like, oh, we need a giant man. There's no medical equipment. Is there a giant somewhere in China we can get? I'm surprised they didn't make him hold the world's shortest man by the ankles and just sort of dip him in. Hey, we got him. Got him. We got him.
Which leads me to my favorite character that I've met of all time. Cholo Soccer Dad. They're everywhere. I had no idea. So we're down in Los Angeles, and we take my son to his first practice of Mighty Mites football. 5 and 6-year-olds playing flag football. It's adorable. When out of the corner of my eye, I'm there with the whole family, I see a cholo coming straight for us. Everybody, close your eyes and imagine you're the scariest Mexican gang member. That guy's walking right for us. Now, I'm using cholo a lot, and I'm not sure if anyone's traveling or from out of town. A cholo is a Latino gentleman that you may have seen with white socks pulled all the way up, plaid shorts to meet the white socks, white t-shirt oversized, very similar to a Catholic schoolgirl's uniform. It's a lot scarier. I'm not sure if you've seen the movie Training Day with Denzel Washington. That's cholo heavy. All right, have you ever watched the Prison Channel, a.k.a. Nat Geo? There's a lot of cholos in that. Think you're gonna tune in and see some pygmy titty? No, it's MS-13 shanking people by the handball court. Maybe some neck tattoos, gold chain. I'm not sure if anybody wants to stand up and make this easier. Shaved head, mustache. You see yourself a cholo. You're not cholo-y. You're like cholo adjacent. Sure you're friends with some cholos, but with a V-neck t-shirt like that, I'm not too worried. It's got a Caesar. I'm sure you know some, but I don't feel threatened. Anyway, guy's coming right at us. Now, me and my wife have been together for about 12 years at this point, married almost about that long. Oh, yeah, please, don't clap. Don't clap for her ass. Me and my wife are in sync. I know everything about this woman. I know her favorite everything. When we go to Target, we don't shop, we run plays, right? She knows exactly what I'm thinking, and she is right. I do think everyone in her family lacks ambition and will be a drain on us financially at some point. We have eye signals for stuff, hand signals for stuff. It's incredible. For example, if my wife has too much to drink at a party, I don't have to say anything. She starts yapping too much. I get to just go like this. Toot, toot, toot. 3 little discreet leg squeezes under the table. She knows that means put a sock in it, drunkie. Time for you to wrap it up. Somebody didn't have dinner like I suggested. Now you're spouting off at the mouth, divulging all the family secrets. You need to pipe down or we gotta go. And she's cool with it. That's the best part. She's like, was I talking too much? Thank you. And it works for me. So I rub the back of my wife's thumb. She knows that means cholo, 3 o'clock. Look alive. He's coming right at us, like I said. A lot of neck tattoos. I'm trying to decipher them on the fly. But I didn't watch Prison Break or Oz. They all mean something, right? And so I'm going, why is the rabbit crying? What does that mean? You did something to a rabbit. Me and my wife held each other for a little bit, thinking, okay, we had a good run, baby. Now we're gonna die. The guy comes up. Turns out he's our son's coach. No shit. He goes, hey, everybody, my name's Coach Frankie. But you can call me Rascal. See, honey, we're not gonna die. Coach Rascal's here. It's gonna be fine. He then presents us with a snack list. When your child is in any sport, the team mom, or in this case, a very scary Mexican gang member, has prepared a document to determine what family is responsible for snack on any given game day. He's laid his out perfectly in Microsoft Word tables. He left justified all of his text. He didn't go with a Gothic Cholo font like you'd expect him to. He used Arial like we all should. He centered his header, he imported some clip art, and he was very proud of it. So we found ourselves, he would, I prepared a snack list. Check it out, my snack list. So me and my wife found ourselves in that great couple moment where you're holding hands, trying not to laugh at somebody right in front of you, doing the Morse code hand squeeze, going, Cholo made a snack list, Cholo made a snack list. Don't laugh at the Cholo. Oh my God, Cholo made a snack list. So proud of it. Now, if you're a young couple doing this for the first time, this snack thing, and you have kids in any sport, you want to go at the beginning of the season when expectations are low. You bring some Teddy Grahams, some Capri Suns, fruit, you brown bag it. Want to go the extra mile? Freeze a Go-Gurt. They fucking love that. What happens is, you wait too long, then in the middle of the season, some asshole with disposable income brings Happy Meals, ruins it for the rest of the families yet to go. Then by the end of the season, you're forced to bring pizza, a DJ, and a stripper. And everybody's still complaining. They're like, are these songs fast to you? She seems older. So he's made a snack list. He's also the worst coach ever, but you can't do anything about it. He's so intimidating. He actually said this to the kids. They're 5 and 6 years old. When they get the football, they run in the wrong direction, they tackle each other. If there's a dog, they chase the dog. They're idiots. And he says, this is a quote, you guys gotta pay attention or you're gonna have bad dreams. Which is not in the John Wooden coaching pyramid. I think. Leaving all the parents on the sideline going, did he just fall inside? Because I have a hard enough time getting that guy to sleep as it is. I don't need Coach Rascal giving him Cholo night terrors. Then my wife gives me one of these. You know this? You should know it. A hand squeeze with a squint and a head nod. Which means get in there, asshole, and say something. Time for you to man up, or I'm gonna say something. And there's a counter move to that. I squeezed her hand even a little bit harder, looked her in the eyes and said, we're not saying shit. You let Coach Rascal conduct his business, or we're gonna find out why the rabbit's crying. And I don't wanna find out why the rabbit's crying. I don't wanna find out.
You gotta go to these other countries, man. I'm telling you, America, let me tell you why we're a great country. Because I can order a bed right now. I can call 1-800-mattress and just get a bed. You know, if you said that shit over in another country, they'll hate us for that. They hate us for a lot of shit. We are arrogant and don't know it, I'm telling you. If you never traveled outside this country, let me tell you, you will be hated no matter how much you try to be. Like, if you think I'm a dick, right, and you go there, I'm going to be respectful to this culture, and you're going to be an asshole no matter what you do. Let me tell you how fucking arrogant we are, and we don't even know it. We refer to our sports champions as world champs, and we don't play nobody else in the whole world. They hate that shit. They hate that about us. Soccer is the most popular sport in the world. 3 billion people watch soccer. Okay. I don't play it, so it's not popular. Johnny Tong is the most popular actor in Asia. You just be like, I haven't heard of him. It doesn't. That's why motherfuckers hate this country. We're just arrogant. See, and we don't know anything about other countries. That's the thing. We don't know anything about other countries, and we don't give a fuck that we don't know. So that's where the evil is. And if the news doesn't report it, we really don't care no more. If
if the news ain't talking about it, we don't give a shit. We don't write the news. How come you don't talk about that no more? It's just over, so we move on. We keep it moving. I'm gonna tell you, man. I live across the fucking street from like across the river, but I could see the World Trade Center before they fucking got blown up. And let me tell you something. Look, 9/11 is gonna be a holiday. This is how illmatic we are. 9/11 is gonna be a hamburger and hot dog holiday. It's a guaranteed fact. If you think I'm saying something fucked up, don't. Trust me. You know the holes are now what the buildings used to be. People used to cry like, oh my God, people died here. Now they do the you know, like they're in Miami, Florida, or I'm at the holes, motherfucker. Think I'm bullshitting? It's disgusting. But that's how we are. We keep it moving. It'll be a holiday. And plus, if you feel like I'm being fucked up by saying that, think about we don't celebrate Peach Cobbler Day in this country. No, but somebody had to really get fucked up bad for us to have a day off. Next Easter, when your kid's like, Mommy, why are we looking for eggs, painted eggs in the bushes? Just, sweetie, because the Romans and the Jews beat the shit out of Jesus. Now, enjoy. And thank those Indians that got musketed in the face before you eat that cranberry sauce. You better eat all that turkey for those Indians that got fucked up real bad. When you're gonna buy your Jeep Liberty on sale, thank Abraham Lincoln for getting shot in the back of his head, because we celebrate used car deals on his birthday, so I'm sure he's happy. I mean, there's Mother's Day, but you don't get the day off. You better take your ass to work, motherfucker. You better give a fuck if you love your mother. Did the Romans and Jews whoop her ass till she died? Then she ain't count. You ain't get nothing off. Did you get the day off work today for your birthday? Well, good for you. Jesus. I never heard somebody say something like that so proud. What are you retired? You got a rich husband?
Oh, yeah.
That's how you know it's rich. For some reason, it's really weird. For some reason, rich people don't like to say they're rich. It's weird. Like, I'm comfortable, if you want to say that. Comfortable enough not to work, you rich. I mean, I'm comfortable, but I ain't with a bitch that don't work. Bitch. I'm comfortable because she work. That nigga's rich. Trying to fucking use wordplay on me, lady. God damn. That one guy likes me, the rest of these motherfuckers. It's all right, man. Don't let them throw no ninja stars at your fun, motherfucker. Who cares? They ruin your time anyway. What's she gonna do? She's still gonna fuck you while you're driving your ZRX. While you're driving your Mazda zooped up 7, whatever, with the lit up fucking gear stick. Motherfucker, you're souped up. Fuck her, man. Have a good time and shit.
They say the recipe for Sprite is lemon and lime, but I tried to make it at home. There's more to it than they act. Want some more homemade Sprite? Not till you figure out what the fuck else is in it. I like refried beans. That's why I want to try fried beans, because maybe they're just as good and we're wasting time. You don't have to fry them again after all. I eat a lot of sandwiches. Who doesn't, man? Sandwiches are easy to eat, but I hate sandwiches at New York delis. Too much fucking meat on the sandwich. It's like a cow with a cracker on either side. What would you like, sir? A pastrami sandwich. Anything else? Yeah, a loaf of bread and some other people. What kind of bread? Rye. No, fuck, banana. You got banana bread? What kind of cheese? Cottage. Get the fuck out. I'm not making a banana bread pastrami cottage cheese sandwich. That will severely ruin my reputation. I order the club sandwich all the time, and I'm not even a member, man. I don't know how I get away with it. I like my sandwiches with 3 pieces of bread. So do I. Well, let's form a club then. Okay, but we need some more stipulations. Yes, we do. Instead of cutting the sandwich once, let's cut it again. Yes, 4 triangles. And we will position them into a circle. And in the middle, we will dump chips. Or a potato salad. Okay. Let me ask you a question. How you feel about frilly toothpicks? I'm for 'em. Well, this club is formed. Spread the word on menus nationwide. I like my sandwiches with alfalfa sprouts. Well, you're not in the fucking club. I went to a pizzeria, I ordered a slice of pizza. The fucker gave me the smallest slice possible. If the pizza was a pie chart for what people would do if they found $1 million, the fucker gave me the donate to charity slice. I would like to exchange this for the keep it. Gotta have a drink here.
Please welcome to stage my friend. He's very, very funny. Mitch Hedberg.
All right, there are a lot of people in the bathroom, so I don't want to waste these jokes. So I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. Are there speakers in the bathroom? All right, well, fuck it, let's do it. I'll save my more physical stuff for later. This is all audio. To the people in the bathroom. How's it going in there? That's old shit. You know, this improv sign is all over. All the improvs have it. And the one in Tempe, Arizona, the improv in Tempe, the sign is made out of gold. I swear to God. And at the end of the week, the dude wasn't gonna pay me, so I stole the M. Because the M seems like it weighs the most. Followed by the R. Then the P. The P was one little thing away from being just as heavy as the R. Then I had a gold M, and I said, "You want to buy a gold M?" And the dude said, "No, what the fuck do I need a gold M for?" "Well, how about a gold W?" I had a bad set here last night, and they added an E to the end of the sign. Now, let me ask you this. Why do you think there's a brick wall behind comedians? Maybe in the old days, there was a wolf that did comedy, and he wasn't that funny. All the old clubs had straw in the back. But the wolf would have a bad set, and then huff and puff, and fuck shit up. Then we went to Sticks. And once again, he huffed and puffed, and the motherfucker fucked shit up again. Now we're at Bricks. The wolf ain't funny, but he can't do shit. That's the improv fairy tale. When I was in the DC Improv, they would use my name for everything, and it was embarrassing. Like, after the show, I'd go hang out in the green room, and like, there'd be maybe 2 people who wanted me to say hi or take a picture, but 2 people out of 200. And then they would get on the microphone and go, "Ladies and gentlemen, we need to clear out the showroom. Mitch Hedberg is not here anymore." For 2 fucking people. So that means 198 people were saying, "Who the fuck gives a shit?" Then they would say, it goes on, listen to some more. Then they would say, "Ladies and gentlemen, please do not yell Mitch's jokes during the performance." Because like one guy yelled a joke out and I got upset because he was too drunk. Anyway, fuck it, I gotta work on that. But it's so fucking funny. They were using my name and making me look like an asshole. Trust me, it's hilarious. Go into my head, then come back out and tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, I got a prediction for you, and before I'm going to scoop the call bulletin. Up to now, unfortunately, politicians for platforms have been delighted with cocksuckers, communists, and dope fiends. That have been the heavyweight platforms. They've exploited. I think the call bulletin has introduced more narcotics to children than, any musician, definitely. Show them how to use it, where to purchase it. I dig something. Up to now, it's been related to opiates and cannabis sativa. Watch out now for the big bust. Stanley Mosk is in for a big surprise. He is moving now into the area of dangerous drugs, which include amphetamine sulfate. He's going to shit when his daughter and secretary gets busted. Because he doesn't know that means what it do is dope, because it's for the appetite. For the appetite, somebody appetite, that's dope. It's just have a pep up, it's bifetamine, dexedrine. That's what dangerous drugs means. And how many people you heard with that one druggist, my druggist, he gives me some pills, yeah, he's going to get busted. All the people are going to get busted, then they're going to sort of shape up and realize that the pills that the people have a dread of, shoe shine boys don't make those pills. Some poor chemist busted his balls for 10 years, passed the hypothesis stage to come up with some therapy for somebody. Oh, I'm not going to take no pills. Are you kidding there? The only medicine that's good for you is iodine because it burns you. Now, we go to the area of marijuana. I'll qualify this. I don't smoke pot. If I did, I would tell you. The reason I don't smoke shit is because it's a hallucinatory. And it's a schleifedicker kind of high. And like mushrooms, lysergic acid, mescaline, I don't like them. I want it crystal clear right here with you. And I'm glad I don't smoke pot because I can champion it then. And if there's some attorney out here who'd like to become senator, you got a big vote, Jim. An untapped vote. You would shit if you knew how many shit smokers there were. You would be amazed, man. Now, of course, you can't have, no one wants to be the marijuana senator, you know. So you have to trick it up with the bill for the crippled Catholic Jewish war orphan police widow marijuana bill to cock around. Oh, definitely. Ask your doctor this, will you? When I think of that sweet pink nipple blue-eyed chicks at Candy Bar, who I don't even know, but she's been in jail almost 5 years for smoking flowers. You kidding? We give man A a pint of whiskey a day. Man B, he smokes the same amount of marijuana to produce the euphoria that the alcohol does. Every day we do this for 10 years. Then we stop them both cold. Pow, what'll happen? The guy who drinks will suffer abstinence syndromes. He needs a taste. He has an addiction problem, the drinker. Health-wise, irreparable damage has been done. Pot smoker, no addiction problem, no discomfort, may have a little bronchitis, stops. Then why the acceptance of one, the rejection of the other? Well, I figure there's a religious overtone and a medicinal justification for alcohol. Rock and rye is good for a cold, blackberry brandy for cramps, Pernod for getting it up, and gin if you don't come around, so I stop coming around. Now, what is marijuana to offer you but a dirty word in a Christian culture, pleasure? That you would have the right to take pleasure, Satan's tool. Whew. You weaklings out there that need crutches, anything over a potato a day. You with your pillows and blankets. If you're a real man, you'll wipe your ass with saran wrap, and that'll be it. The one boobermice says this, well, maybe marijuana isn't bad, at least to heroin and heavier drugs like that. If this syllogism holds true, then the bust-out junkie that started out smoking pot says to a cellmate, I'm a strung-out junkie. I started on marijuana, then I graduated to heroin. Oh, by the way, my cellmate, how did you get to be all screwed up and kill us 4 guys and a gambling debt? How about you just be a horrible gambler like you are? I started gambling with bingo in the Catholic Church, I see. Went to the shithouse with that analogy.
I don't go to church. God don't live in church. They say the body is the temple. I'm walking in church right now. Soon as you go to church, there's somebody trying to stick a dick in you and they need some money. Every war in humanity's history has been over some kind of motherfucking religion. You know what I mean? I don't get caught up in that bullshit because I don't think God ever wrote a Bible or a Quran. He didn't have to write no shit. He ain't no playwright. It's written in your essence. Because the Bible is written by men. The book of Peter, the book of John, the whole book about Jesus, but that nigga ain't wrote one book. The motherfucker that is about didn't write shit. All the hangouts wrote a book. Shit, I know the nigga. And you notice in each one of them book, they the closest one to Jesus. Peter like, shit, me and Jesus was tight, nigga. In John's book, shit, I was damn near the nigga daddy, you know. God didn't write no book. It's written in your essence. Nobody ever had to tell you it's wrong to kill your mama. Somehow you born innately knowing that. Which means you born knowing right and wrong. So put the book down, because it will fuck you up. You understand me? It starts out messed up in the beginning in the book of Genesis. In the beginning, there was Adam and Eve. And Adam and Eve had 2 sons, Cain and Abel. And Cain and Abel got married. To who? Where did these mystery bitches come from? I like messing with Christians, man. Because they easy to get. You can get on their skin quick, you know. You know, I tell a Christian in a minute, I say, I don't believe Jesus died on no cross. Sacrilege. I said, well, wait a minute. He could walk on water, feed 1,000 with a loaf of bread, raise the dead. But you telling me this nigga couldn't handle 3 nails? I know brothers with 9 bullet wounds still walking around. His name is 50 Cent. You telling me 50 Cent colder than Jesus? Maybe you delusional motherfucker. I bet you Jesus was a cool kid. His mama be like, now Jesus, go on in there and take a bath and don't be walking on your water. And he in there, that's probably why they invented the shower, just to get the nigga wet. Look at some of the Christian heads in here. You going to hell. Don't be talking about Jesus, Eddie. Don't be talking about it. You know how Jesus whistled? You know, with the hole in the hand. Look, y'all really like, nigga, that's it. The lightning's coming. Christian always the first one want to send somebody to hell. You going to hell. How the fuck you know? Like God came down, let that nigga know he going to hell. I'm kind of busy right now. You know what I mean? I made my Heavenly Father's image. If I got a sense of humor, that means God got one. God probably up there cracking up right now. Hey, Jesus, come here. That crazy nigga I made his own. He talking about you, boy. He said you walk on your back walk. He said you whistle like this. I don't get mad, nigga. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. They always try to make God this uptight asshole motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, if you get some pussy, you going to hell. You made the pussy. Shouldn't have made it so motherfucking good. I mean, what kind of catch-22 is that? Here, Eddie, here's some pussy, but don't partake in it. Shit, nigga. See, I'd be a Muslim, but the Muslim faith, they too strict. You know what I mean? You can't smoke no weed. You can't get your dick sucked by a bitch that ain't your wife. Matter of fact, you can't see your wife's face until you marry her. They keep them veiled up. All you get to see is the eyes. You really gotta love that bitch's eyes. You be like, damn, she got some pretty eyes. Then you marry her ass, the veil come off. No wonder they get 20 wives. You playing the law of averages. I'm telling you, I think Christians are jealous of Muslims. Because you ain't gonna out-devout a Muslim. That's the most devout faith you ever run into. A Muslim will strap a bomb on themselves and blow themselves up about some Muhammad. Ask a Christian to put a bomb on and blow themselves up about Jesus. No, he wouldn't want me to do that. He just blessed me with this house. I'm sure he wants me to live in it. Everybody fighting over this religious shit. You understand me? The Christians say Jesus is the messenger. The Muslims say it's Muhammad. I say, who gives a fuck who the messenger is? Did you get the message? They got the same damn message. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Science proves that to be a fact. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. Don't fuck with me, and I won't fuck with you. Yeah, it's rough being a kid nowadays, man. You know what I mean? The teachers is fucking them. The preachers is fucking them. No wonder the kids carrying guns to school. They tired of getting fucked. Everywhere they turn, somebody got a dick for them. You understand me? I just got this brother, Eddie Long. Oh, don't ooh me. I didn't make the shit up. Y'all seen it, y'all. And you know, at first I had to give a brother the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, black preachers don't fuck little boys. That's the difference between a white church and a black church. White churches, fuck your son. Black church, fuck your wife. If you going to church and your wife is constantly sitting on the front row, nigga. Rev dick them down. So I'm like, nah, Eddie Long, they just talking shit about this brother because he making money with his church. Then I seen one of the kids, remember, he got on the news last week. And the kid was like, you know, he can't look me in my eye. And he looking dead in the camera. He can't look me in my eye. He ain't no preacher. He's a predator. I couldn't take enough showers to get his scent off of me. Nigga, I'm sitting at home. I'm like, nigga, sound like you was in love. Shit, God gave that motherfucking preacher the right last name, Long. He been long stroking them little boys. And here's how I know the motherfucker guilty. Because he got up in the pulpit and talked for a half hour. Not one time did he say, I didn't do it. That motherfucker said, I got 5 rocks. And I ain't thrown one yet. I said, that's the gayest shit I ever heard in my life. That nigga didn't say, I got 5 bullets, I ain't bust the cap on the motherfucker. That nigga said, I got 5 rocks, and I ain't thrown one yet. And did you see how the nigga dropped the mic? I said at home, I said, he did it. He did it. He pulled out his pole of Moses, parted that little boy Red Sea, and let his people go. Just to keep it biblical. Truth like rain, don't give a fuck who it fall on.
You guys have been truly wonderful. This is the last thing I will say. Then I just leave. This will be the last thing I say. No, not really. This is my favorite thing to talk about. We save it for the end. People always get mad about telemarketers. I don't understand why. Whenever I go home and we get a telemarketer during dinner or whatever, my dad will answer the phone and be like, God, telemarketer, trying to eat my corn. Hangs up, so mad, vein in his neck. Guys, listen to me. Telemarketers are a gift from the Lord. Do you understand? It's an opportunity for joy in your life. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. They can't hang up. Do you feel that? That's the feeling of your life getting better right now. If you don't swear or threaten them, it's their job to listen to whatever you have to say. What an opportunity! I do it all the time. This is a true story. I answered my phone. I saw on the caller ID that it was a telemarketer. I decided to have a little fun, cash some happy checks, live my life. I answered the phone and I went, hello? I can feel some of you wanting that to be funnier, but this is a true story. And remember, no one was even there with me. I was like, this is gonna be great. Hello? Guy's like, hi, is Peter Holmes there? I'm like, this is she. I'm in the bathtub, scrub-a-dub-dub. Screw it up, dub. I'm a downstairs. Downstairs. Say whatever you want. I threw up in my mouth. Should I swallow it? Press 1. Anything you want. Guys, like, well, I'm calling from Chase Bank. I'm like, ooh, money, money, money. Money, money, money. Did the money song for 10 minutes. Not a real song. Then I said the word diarrhea 20 times in a row. Guys, I'm 33, the age of the Lord. I said diarrhea 20 times in a row. Never the same way twice. Just listening to him nose breathe on the other end, waiting for his turn to speak. Finally, I run out of wind. I can't say diarrhea any longer. And the guy gets a chance to talk, and he's like, well, Mrs. Holmes, I'm calling to let you know that your credit card has been stolen. This is a true story. What do you do? I couldn't stop the voice on a dime. I had to like slowly work my way out of the voice over 10 minutes. I was like, oh no! Did they buy anything expensive? What do we do? Do we put a hold on that account? Is that what we... Do we put a freeze on those funds? Thank you so much for the early alert, Chase. I cannot afford to have this happening right now. Thank you sincerely. Goodbye! Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. This was incredible. Thank you so much for being here. Keep it crispy, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Good night. We're having a good time. That's the worst thing to do when you're actually having a good time is to declare it. I do that all the time. If I'm at a party and we are having a fun time, I'll go, oh man, fun with friends. Not anymore. You just ruined it. I'll actually teach you guys the worst thing you can say. Do you guys want to learn the worst thing you can say? I figured it out. If you're at a party and you actually are having a fun time, wait for there to be a lull in your little horseshoe of friends, statistically every 11 minutes. Then just look at them and go, oh man, this party is McDonald's. I'm loving it. That's it! That's the worst thing you can say. Feel how you feel right now? Violated. That joke changes your core temperature. The feeling of hearing that joke is the feeling of getting hit in the face with a living lobster. That's what that joke feels like. And everyone falls for it. I don't care how smart you are. Like, this party's McDonald's. What? What do you mean by, what does he mean by that? What do you mean by that, sir? I'm loving it. Fuck you. Fuck you, sir. Everyone falls for it. You have this. This is a tool in your tool belt now. You didn't know you were gonna leave better than you came. If you're on a date, you just don't give a shit about the date. You knew right away. You're like, nope. Sabotage the date. Wait for a lull and just look at them and be like, oh man. This date is McDonald's. Then there's a timing to it. It's a 3 count or 2 dry swallows. They're gone. They are not there. They are not there when you come back.
What I really like about the movies, I like the previews for some reason. I like to get there. I don't want to see just the movie when I get. I like to see some previews first. I like that guy with that deep voice, like smoked like 10 packs of cigarettes. One man, one way.
one desire. They went too far. They broke all the rules. One man, Kermit the Frog, as a pimp.
Where's my money? Where is it?
One man, one way.
What a weird voice. That's the only thing that guy could do for a living, you know? He couldn't be a mechanic or anything. Hey, how much is that transmission gonna cost me?
An arm and a leg.
Just imagine having sex with somebody. That'd be hilarious, you know?
Oh, yeah, the desire in your eyes. The passion between us burns with fire. Oh, yeah, one way in, no way out.
Same babble.
Jean-Claude Van Damme in the same crap you've seen over and over and over again.
I'd love to be in one of those movies, you know? Be like,
Crescent Heights was a peaceful community until Amy Andersano moved in.
hello, I'm watching you, Amy. Oh my God!
She went to the police, but they couldn't help.
I'm sorry, hasn't done nothing wrong.
So she went to Detective Pablo Francisco.
What's going on? He's trying to kill me, Pablo!
Double the action. Triple the excitement.
Get down!
More of the excitement.
Get down again!
With the help of his Mexican girlfriend, Rosa.
Don't worry, Amy, we'll kick his ass, eh? Calling late at night. You know, he always can take something stupid and make it cool. Can he? He can always be like...
In the city, you must fight to survive. He sold tortillas on the corner. And the mob wanted in.
I don't know who this guy is, but I want him and his tamales dead!
He had one chance, and his chance was to fight back Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Listen to me. These are my tortillas, and I'm not going to give them out. Listen to me!
In a place where they didn't know his name.
Mijito, who are those men who came here? What's happening?
Listen to me. Listen to me. Keep your head down. They're trying to take my tortillas.
One man, one solution. Arnold Schwarzenegger this summer is
No!
Little Tortilla Boy.
Thank you very much. Good night. God bless you.
Good night.
It's amazing how different shit is now, and it hasn't been this way for a long time. It's been a very short time. Everybody has a phone in their pocket. It didn't used to be you had a phone. Just a few years ago, nobody had their phone. It was just the phone. It was this thing, the phone, that was in a room in your house. And then you had to dial this fucking thing. There was a rotor, and you had to turn and go... You actually hated people with zeros in their numbers because they made you do, well, this guy's got a 0 and a 9. How badly do I want to talk to that piece of shit? That's too much work. Now we have this, which is amazing. We have these phones that you can call in an airstrike. You can look at the top of your own head. It's amazing, this shit, and it's wasted on the shittiest generation of piece of shit assholes that ever fucking lived. I swear to God, we are. We're the worst people so far. Because we have this beautiful thing and we hate it. We're just, never saw a person going, look at what my phone can do. Nobody does that. They all go, this fucking thing sucks. I can't get it to think. Give it a second, would you? Could you give it a second? It's going to space. Can you give it a second to get back from space? Is the speed of light too slow for you, you non-contributing product sponge cunt? Can you just wait? Can you just take a little breath? Just wait for that picture of Axl Rose to get on your phone. Like it even fucking mattered what you were doing. Like it was even important. We're all just so mad. I hate my phone sucks. No, it doesn't. It's amazing. The shittiest cell phone in the world is a miracle. Your life sucks around the phone. Why are you so mad at it? People say the craziest shit. I hate Verizon. What are you talking about? How can that feeling exist? I hate Verizon. Why? Did they fire you and take away your pension? No, just a couple of times it was weird for a second. Hate them. Hate Verizon. Well, make your own then. You go make one. Make your own network. Get some hubcaps and climb some trees. See how close yours is to perfect. Why would it be perfect? Really, it's as good as it is. Why do we expect it to be fucking perfect all the fucking time? We're not contributing. We're not helping it be perfect. We don't even know what is involved. Do you have any idea what is involved in taking your thing that you said that nobody needs to ever hear ever? When you go, hey, what's up, dude? And a little invisible magic angel takes it and God damn it. When did you send me that text? If I sent it to you a month ago, it's amazing whenever it gets to you. It's amazing. Whenever it gets to you in your chosen fucking font, it's incredible. I don't know, I'm not that old, I'm 41, but I'm still amazed at the shit in my life. I'm amazed at the shit in the world. I was on a plane once, like about a month ago, and they had high-speed wireless internet on the plane. And they had never done that before. They explained to us that we were like one of the first aircraft. And I opened up my laptop, and I'm online. I'm looking at YouTube and shit while we're flying. And then it broke down. And the woman says, I'm sorry, but we have to fix the internet so it's down for the rest of the flight. The guy next to me goes, it's fucking bullshit. Like, dude, how does the world owe you something you didn't even know existed 30 seconds ago? People on planes are the worst. People on planes, they complain. They get off the plane, they come to your house, and they tell you about their whole flight experience. And they make it sound like it was fucking a cattle car in Poland in the 40s. They just make it, that was the worst day of my life. I had to sit on the runway for 40 minutes. That's a story in this country. That's a fucking hardship. That you had to sit on the runway. People will listen to that story. They'll stop doing the dishes and turn around and go, oh my God, really? For 40 minutes? That's awful. You should sue them. I had to sit on the runway for 40 minutes. Oh my God, really? What happened then? Did you fly through the air like a bird? Incredibly? Did you soar into the clouds impossibly? Did you partake in the miracle of human flight? And then land softly on giant tires that you couldn't even conceive how they fucking put air in them? How dare you? Bitching about flying. I had to pay for my sandwich. You're flying! You're sitting in a chair in the sky. You're like a Greek myth right now. But it doesn't go back very far, and I started squishing my knees. The Wright brothers would kick us all right in the cunt if they knew. If you could go back in time to Orville Wright and go, hey, dude, I had to sit on the runway for 40 minutes. And he'd be like, oh shit, well, let's not even bother then. Hey, Wendell, shut it down. They make you wait for a bit. That hardly seems worth it. There's always delays. That's what everybody complains about. There's always delays when I fly. Really? Delays. It's too slow. Air travel's too slow. New York to California in 6 hours. That used to take 30 years to do that. And a bunch of you would die on the way there. You get shot in the neck with an arrow and you go, and fall down. And the other passengers would just bury you and put a stick there with your hat on it and keep walking. And one of them would fuck your wife and have 3 babies. And all the old people would die. You'd be a whole different group of people by the time you got to California. Now you watch an Adam Sandler movie and you take a big runny dump and you're there. I was flying about a week ago, and I was in the airport and I saw this really old man, and he's on a wheelchair. I can fucking hear that shit, so back the fuck off. I can hear it in your headsets. Just careful, or turn them down. Sorry to fuck up the entire show for that, but I can hear. Get closer to him. No, it's okay. It's fine. Get closer.